The following presentation of this Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week is brought to you in part by a generous donation from the Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites, South Bay. The Holiday Inn Express is partnering with Channel 22 Sports to help promote our young people in sports competition and academics so that everyone in our community wins. The Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites. Stay smart. The following presentation of this Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week is brought to you in part by a generous donation from the South Bay Workforce Investment Board. The South Bay Workforce Investment Board is working together with Channel 22 Sports to promote an environment where everyone can maximize their career potential and so that all employers have the human resources they need to grow and prosper. The South Bay Workforce Investment Board. When you need us, we're there for you. The following presentation of the Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week is brought to you in part by a generous donation from Ralph's Food for Less, the nation's premier price impact supermarket chain. Food for Less is proud to be working with the community to enhance the lives of everyone by providing a diverse selection of products and customer service and by reaching out to support the communities in which we serve.
It's time for the high school basketball game of the week on Lawndale Hawthorne Community Cable Television Channel 22. Along with Beto Duran, I'm Lou Stowers, and welcome back to Courtney Gymnasium as it's going to be a catfight here with the number 3 seeded Ventura Cougars coming to visit the number 14 seed Hawthorne Cougars. And it is Division 1A battle, and it's going to be a tale of two Nicks tonight.
Lou, you have Nick Larson, Nick Palmer for Ventura. Two kids, both 6'8", 6'6". They're going to be battling with Shanderick Tyson, Josh Jordan, two big guys at 6'6" for Hawthorne. They're going to be battling on the boards, and that's going to be a great battle tonight.
And Brandon Richardson's coming off of a career-high night, 39 points, but it seemed like he was doing it all himself as Shanderick Tyson and Josh Jordan were doing it on the boards, but they weren't getting the ball in the bucket.
In order for Hawthorne to win the night, Tyson and Jordan need to be huge on the offensive and defensive boards. They need to put up at least double figures on rebounds. Richardson needs to get them the ball down low. Hawthorne has a chance. If they don't, Nick Larson and Nick Palmer for Ventura, their own Cougars are going to have a big night.
As, those two are the co-players of the Channel League. All 5 teams from the Channel League made it into the CIF playoffs. And this Cougar team, the Ventura Cougars, are a very experienced team. That's something that's not shown on paper, as Hawthorne is really starting to feel their oats now in CIF.
Hawthorne's an inexperienced playoff team here. Second round is something new for them. Ventura, on the other hand, went to the quarterfinals last year, have 10 seniors on the team, 10 playoff-bound seniors that know how to play under pressure and, most important, know how to play on the road.
So what do the Cougars of Hawthorne have to make this catfight into a dogfight?
Well, Hawthorne needs to stop Nick Palmer. Leads the team in almost every category. High scorer, high rebounder. He's 6'4", but Nick Larson, the coach's kid, 6'8". He's really a guard, center, forward, water boy, coach's kid. He's going to do it all. He can put up a 3. He can out-rebound anybody, and he's going to be the biggest on the court at 6'8". Larson is a D1 prospect, and he looks to have a big night tonight.
Dan Larson, the head coach of the Ventura Cougars, is in his 16th year, so literally Nick Larson has grown up with this program.
He's grown up with this program, so he knows what it takes to be a Ventura Cougar, and there's no better way to make your dad proud than to send him on into the quarterfinals.
Coach Mike Rios was telling us before the game he expects Casey Jones to get some good minutes and would love to get at a track meet with this Ventura Cougar team. I can't wait, Beto. The hair's already up on the back of my neck. How about you?
Oh, it's ready to go. You said a cat fight earlier. There's going to be a dog fight and a battle all up and down the court. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a good one right here.
That's right. The starting lineups and the tip-off coming up next on Channel 22 Sports. back here at Courtney Gym. Along with Beto Duran, I'm Lou Stowers. Tom Strickfaden is at the controls. It is the game of the week. The Ventura High Cougars, the number 3 seed in Division A, 1A, and the Hawthorne Cougars, number 14 in Division 1A. And let's go over the starting lineups for the number 3 Ventura Cougars. At the point guard, it will be number 21, Gabriel Flores, a 5'9", 175-pound senior, averaging 4.3 assists a game. The 2 guard is number 31, Lee Mondole, and he's a 6'2", 175-pound senior. And the head coach is Dan Larson. There you see him. As they kind of crossed us up a little bit, so we'll go over that in just a moment. Go over the starting lineups in just a moment. But Beto, you saw that Nick Palmer, the big man on campus for the Ventura Cougars, had a bandage on his hand.
Yeah, there you see Palmer, number 34 for Ventura, has a black bandage on his right shooting hand. Asked him earlier what happened. He said he fell, slipped, landed on broken glass, 14 stitches. I asked if he's okay. He said, I can shoot. So he knows his playoff time.
Absolutely. And the 3 guard is number 42, Nick Larson, a 6'8", 205-pound senior. And 34 is Nick Palmer, 6'4", 195-pound senior. And in the middle, it's number 41, Eric Sewell, a 6'5", 235-pound senior. And the head coach is Dan Larson in his 16th year. And the Hawthorne Cougars have the opening tip. There you see Brandon Richardson along with Derek Williams, Shanderick Tyson, Josh Jordan, and Justin Martin. That's the starting lineups. They're coached by Mike Rios in his 3rd year. As a shot is taken, it won't go down. Rebound is off to the Cougars, and that's one thing that the Hawthorne Cougars have to do is Nick Palmer puts it up and in. Doesn't look like that hand is hurting him right now.
Not one bit. Got the rebound. He dribbled up. Looking good.
2-0 is the score, as rebounding, especially on the offensive glass, is a big deal for the Hawthorne Cougars. They really have to get it done. We have a block down low.
Look like Eric Sewell, 41 for Ventura, got in the way. Gets an early foul.
First personal, first team foul. And Nick Palmer and Nick Larson, if those two get a quick start, this could be a short game for Hawthorne, as a turnover by Hawthorne is taken by Gabriel Flores. Flores wants to go down the lane, does go up and under, rebound is off, and we have a foul the other way. It looks like it might be on Nick Larson. Nope, to get it on Lee Mondole, his first personal, 2nd team foul. So that, Beto, within the first minute, 2 team fouls. That's good news for Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's an excellent free throw shooting team. If they can get into the bonus, that'll definitely help them out.
Shanderick Tyson forces a shot. The rebound is taken by Palmer. And back comes Ventura, dressed in their road black. Looked like we had a turnover as he palmed the ball. So 1 turnover apiece early on.
Yeah, Palmer, you see, stitches are not on his finger, so when he dribbles or shoots, that's fine. It's more in the palm area. That's where it's not really going to play that much of a factor, but still knowing that you're in a game with some kind of bandage on your hand still has to do something in the psyche.
Derek Williams with the ball, 6:38 left to go, 2-0. Looked like a bunny hop by Brandon Richardson. No, but Williams puts up the shot. That won't go down. Rebound is taken away by Shanderick Tyson. Nice job by Hawthorne to get the offensive set again. And half-court offense is very important to these Cougars. Tyson with it. Now gets it over down underneath to Justin Martin. Martin gets it over to Richardson. Now Josh Jordan has it. He'll take a long shot, and that's an air ball taken by Palmer. Not where you want Josh Jordan to take the shot from. And now the ball goes down underneath. Nick Palmer has it, gets it back out to Larson. He is deadly from outside as we were watching him not miss a 3-pointer down low. Sewell has it, and now the foul is on Sewell again. So that's 2 on the big man, Eric Sewell, and a third team foul as Dan Larson gets off the bench and is barking at Steve Delaney. Dan Larson is his partner and the officiating crew here at Courtney Gym. Derek Williams has the ball, trying to find something open.
Now Derek Tyson goes down the lane, puts it up. No, rebound is off by Palmer again. That's about 4 rebounds.
4 rebounds for Palmer. All 4 rebounds for Ventura have gone by Palmer, the kid with the injured hand.
So he's a senior, so he knows exactly what it means to get this done here. Probably a 3-year starter for this team. And as the game goes on, that hand will get numb. And Palmer, actually Larson with the shot. Flores with the rebound, stripped away, but Flores gets it back. Hawthorne looks a little bit as the ball is up. Won't go down by Sewell. Rebound is off, taken away by Brandon Richardson. Richardson flying down, lays it up and in. Finally getting on the board. It took them almost 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes to get the bucket. Now we have a foul underneath as Justin Martin and Eric Sewell gets his third. Actually, that's Derek Martin. That's Justin Martin getting his first personal.
Yeah, Martin and Sewell, 41. Good battle down there, separated by just about a foot. But Martin's up there and, coaches the sophomore team. He's not going to step down from anybody, knowing that Sewell's in foul trouble, and he's going to go out of the game with 2 fouls.
Justin Martin, they call him coach. As now Palmer off the pick, air ball. This is everything. Ball goes to Richardson. Richardson coming down the lane, blocked away by Palmer, and a whistle down underneath. Let's see what the call is. A block, a push on Nick Larson, and that is the 4th team foul.
Early foul trouble for Ventura, but gotta like the way that Richardson attacked the basket, even going into 2 big trees. And Larson, he attacked the basket hard. Good, what you want to see from your senior guard.
Well, he misses it uncharacteristically, as Richardson was 12 out of 13 from the line on his 39-point night.
Maybe that's the one he's going to miss for the night. Get out of the way early.
Looks like a lot of butterflies in the stomach of the Hawthorne Cougars, Beto, as they take the lead for the first time, 3-2. And now we have a palming the ball, carrying it over.
Palmer actually stepped on the outline.
Stepped on the out-of-bounds line?
The out-of-bounds line as he's trying to inbound it. He's arguing his case saying his foot was behind the line. Referee right there, make the call. Another silly turnover by Ventura. That's their 3rd.
As Dan Larson can't believe it. He's beside himself. Now Richardson has it, goes for 3, looks good, it is! 6 points for Brandon Richardson, a timeout on the floor, a 30-second call, and Dan Larson is yowling in the ear of Steve Delaney, 6-2.
Larson's still arguing that out-of-bounds call that Delaney called on Nick Palmer, saying that, hey, my guy was fine. You give him the ball back. Richardson comes up, makes a 3-pointer. Now they got a 6-2 lead. Changes the complexion of this game where points have become hard to come by.
Well, 6 points, Beto, within a 20-second span.
And all by Richardson.
Well, it looks like they're going to live and die with Brandon Richardson, and that's not a bad thing, is Mike Rios.
It's not a bad thing, but it's also a dangerous thing for Hawthorne, where they need to get Tyson and Josh Jordan involved in the game. Everybody needs to contribute here, and the bench needs to get going for Hawthorne to have a chance in this game.
As Palmer has it. Larson for 3, missed it. Getting a little closer, though. The rebound is off, and out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawthorne Cougars.
Yeah, Larson's 6'8", but he's a threat outside. He likes to put up the shot actually all over the court. He'll put it up from anywhere. You need to get out there. You can't leave him open, because if he gets hot, watch out, Hawthorne.
Derek Williams has the ball now. 4:06 left to go in the first quarter. 6-2 as Tyson dribbles against Larson, puts the ball up. It goes out of bounds. It hit the backboard on the other side as Tyson, looking for a foul, didn't get it.
Looking for a foul, didn't get it, threw it up, hoping to get the prayer answer, not there.
These Ventura Cougars were 22-5, are 22-5, or 7-1 in the Channel League. Ball is down low, puts up and blocked out of bounds. Josh Jordan says, not in my house, as he gets nailed for the foul, a push-off. But Josh with another block, as we're going to see it on the replay here. There you see Josh.
Josh Jordan, 6'6", athleticism, deluxe. We saw a couple against Elsinore he threw into the crowd, and he's just going to throw another one there. Gets a little bit of the body, but he threw the ball into the court knowing that, hey, Larson's not the only shot blocker out here. I'm going to come out there. You better watch when you come into the house.
Zach Bennett banks this one in as he missed everything the first time and really heard it from the crowd.
You think?
That was only his 5th and 6th free throws of the year.
You know, not too many there, and then you're in a hostile environment.
Tyson misses everything as he was bugged from behind by Larson. It looked like it might have been tipped as Gabe Flores brings it around. Wants to go around. That should be an offensive foul. Nope. They're going to call that on Derek Williams as Gabriel Flores got the elbow high into Williams' face there. And now that's the 3rd team foul.
Williams got a little bit of Flores. Then that's what made Flores throw the elbow. But Williams playing tight defense. Looks like referees going to call this game really tight, not letting much get away.
And Shanderick Tyson takes the seat, so it's a track team out there for Hawthorne as Palmer puts it up and in. A nice athletic move by Nick Palmer. 4 points for him, and now it's 6-5. Martin has it, gets it over to Casey Jones. Casey with the left-hand dribble, bounces it down low, give and go to Richardson. Nice tic-tac-toe. Jones to Jordan to Richardson.
Pretty play, just the way you design it. Get the high post pass, find the back door wide open, knock it down.
Until they've been working on that one, and maybe this will loosen him up a bit, but Palmer, somebody needs to get on him as he has 6 points, and now it's 8-7 in favor of Hawthorne. Jones had a wide open 3, didn't want to take it, as now Josh Jordan has it. Way out of his zip code, turns around, baseline jumper, nice shot. 2 people on him, he still gets it down, and that's good news for Hawthorne. It's 10-7.
If he can get hot like that, the way he spun Zach Bennett around, that's looking good for Hawthorne. The way Jordan's putting up the ball.
He needs to get right at him. Palmer looked like he took an extra step. Line drive won't go down. Larson has the rebound. He'll put that up. That's an easy bunny for Nick Larson for his first bucket of the game.
6'8", he needs to get boxed out. Jordan and Tyson need to get a concerted effort of just keeping him out of the lane on offensive rebounds.
It's tough right now. Shanderick Tyson is out of the ball game, getting a little bit of rest as he'll be in next whistle. 1:48 left in the first. Now ball goes down underneath and just rolls out by Derek Williams, but Jordan is there to put back the garbage into the can. 4 points for him, and it's 12-8. You can feel the tension in Courtney Gym.
Each basket's going to be hard to come by there. Jordan battling for position. Good job by him. Puts the ball right back up, gets the easy layup.
Palmer has it. Check that. Larson has it. And Larson is fouled by Derek Williams coming across. And Mike Rios doesn't like that call. So Derek gets his second personal.
And there you see Larson using his athleticism, very versatile. He's a swing man. He can bring the ball up. He thinks he's a guard at 6'8", but there he attacked the lane. Williams grabbed too much of the arm, gets called for the foul.
Tabrion Leverett comes into the ball game with Shanderick Tyson. Also into the ball game for Ventura, Sean O'Halloran. As Palmer, check that, Larson has it against Tyson. Now the ball is rotated over to O'Halloran. Palmer from NBA 3, and he buries it. Look out. 9 points all of a sudden for Nick Palmer, and it's tied up at 12. As now, ball is taken underneath by Martin, and he is fouled. Nick Palmer gets his first, 5th team foul.
It's good job by Martin, though. Gets the ball low in the post, turn around, use his body, drive to the lane. Palmer fouls him. He's going to be shooting too, but that's what you want to see from Hawthorne. They're hard to get inside the paint because you have those trees, and Larson and also Sean O'Halloran at 6'4", hard to get inside the paint. Anytime you can do that, as Martin makes the first free throw, you want to take advantage of that. Get down low. They're going to be shooting bonus because that's their 5th foul by Ventura early in the first half.
It's Mike Rios. You see him there. And made a mistake on that. That's why I said that was Martin. It's Tabrion Leverett there with the 2 free throws. That gives the lead back to Hawthorne. And here comes the Ventura Cougars in a hurry. And now we have a hold down underneath on Brandon Richardson. So the barking by Dan Larson is paying off, and he's way out of the box right now.
Larson once again taking it to the hole. Brandon Richardson get too much arm.
Palmer off the inbound for three, and he's got his crosshairs in. That's his second in a row for 12 points. And now it is 15-14 in favor of Ventura. Casey Jones looking over to Mike Rios to get the play. This will be, the shot clock and game clock are about a second apart, with 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 15-14 in favor of Ventura, the number 3 seed. Ball bounced down low to Leverett. Leverett wants to spin around, but gets it to Richardson for three. Going to be long. Rebound is off to Palmer with 2 seconds left. Taken by Jones, but he just can't get the shot off in time. And another turnover by Ventura. 4 by my count. Good job by Casey Jones not giving up, even though the quarter came to a close. 15-14 in favor of Ventura. And it just seems like Hawthorne is playing a little bit tight right now, Beto.
Playing a little bit tight in an experience they haven't seen before, which is the second run of the playoffs. Ventura, a tough team. They were down early. They came back. You have trees like Nick Larson, and you have Nick Palmer, even though he's injured with that right shooting hand, still attacking the board strong. And you want to see how your defense is going to respond. And Shanderick Tyson, Josh Jordan, don't know how many times you have to say it. They do need to do a better job of boxing out. Hawthorne needs to control the rebounding situation in order for them to get the ball to Brandon Richardson, who can get the ball up, get the ball in some shooters' hands, and they have a chance at this game.
Relax and patience. That's something that a good coach, pretty decent coach that I followed for a few years, Jim Herrick, used to tell his 1995 UCLA Bruins. And
pretty good squad, don't you think?
Not a bad team.
Be nice to have a ring from that year, wouldn't you say?
It sure would. It sure would.
Tyus Edney, very patient teams. But if you're watching this broadcast, it's been possible by a cooperative agreement between the City of Lawndale Community Cable Television Channel 22 and the City of Hawthorne Community Cable Television Channel 22.
All right, second quarter underway. We'll go over the scoring as time allows us. Now Spellman gets it over to Palmer, down underneath to O'Halloran. It should be a jump ball. No, it's called a foul. O'Halloran fell down as Brandon Richardson gets his second, and it is the 6th team foul. So now all of a sudden Hawthorne is in foul trouble after Ventura got into it early. Palmer gets rid of Tyson, is double teamed down low, but still gets the little baseline jumper. Palmer now with 14 points, and it's 17-14.
Palmer's averaging 17 points on the season. He's going to eclipse that in the next couple minutes.
Brandon Richardson being guarded by Lee Mondal. Gets it back. Now skips it across to Casey Jones. Casey Jones against Spellman. Got off the pick, but now in the ball game is Keith Lewis for Hawthorne. Going down to 5 on the shot clock. Casey Jones going to take it down himself. High off the glass, won't go down. Tipped up, no. Rebound is off, out of bow. Boy, they call it as Casey Jones again in amongst the trees. Knocked it away from Larson, but still the Ventura Cougars come up with it.
And you see Larson, 42, 6'8", controlling the ball. Don't see much of that in high school.
O'Halloran looking for somebody, and he traveled with the ball and turns it over. So by my count, that's 5 turnovers and just 1 for Hawthorne.
That's right. Josh Jordan checking in the game for Brandon Richardson. Richardson needs to be careful. 2 fouls early in the second quarter. He can't pick up his third. Mike Rios takes him out for that exact reason, but he's been the key for Hawthorne offensively.
Absolutely, as Keith Lewis has it. Now Shanderick Tyson over to Josh Jordan, way out front. Tyson fumbles it out of bounds. Wasn't really ready for that handoff by Josh Jordan. And again, these Hawthorne Cougars, this is the deepest they've been in the playoffs, and they just need to loosen up, because here comes Larson. Gets it over to O'Halloran, to Palmer. Pump fakes, up and in, count it, and 1. As the foul is on Leverett, his first personal, 7th team foul, as Palmer.
You see Leverett going up and battling Palmer. Athleticism, strong kid, 6'4", 200 pounds. He battles Mike Rios calls a timeout for Hawthorne before Palmer shoots the N1. Full timeout.
So Palmer has just been a monster here.
You know, Palmer's a kid, 6'4", but he plays bigger than that. He's a senior. He's averaged in 27 games that Hawthorne's played, only 2 games that he not score in double figures. He has a season high of 31 points, has a season high of 13 rebounds. He's all over the court. He was a co-MVP along with Nick Larson in the Channel League up in Ventura. So Palmer's come into play, and he's a kid who's looking at all kinds of opportunity here to put Hawthorne away.
So Palmer with 8 points, looking for his 9th. And 10 points for Nick Larson. So I've just been trying to get my book straight there, Beto. You know, the dueling Knicks, I've been kind of messing up on my bookkeeping here.
Palmer also has 4 rebounds. He's a team in rebounding. This kid's all over the court. Walk by us right now. He has a tattoo of a basketball hoop on his right shoulder. So you can tell this guy's breathing, eating, sleeping basketball.
And he's got Mushu pork on his left arm there. And that is up and in for a 20-14 lead, biggest Ventura lead, and 9 points for Nick Palmer. Shanderick Tyson needs to start getting it done. Down low to Josh Jordan, puts it up, and nobody on the other side for the rebound, as it's taken by James Staniland, who's a very good player, just a sophomore. Palmer leans in, that won't go down, and the rebound is to Keith Lewis. So Lewis with the rebound, putting in some good minutes for Coach Rios. Casey Jones wanted to go all the way. Nice crossover down to Jordan, puts it up and in. Terrific play by Casey Jones.
Great play by Casey Jones. Jordan laying it in. That's what Hawthorne needs to do, is take advantage of layups.
Jordan with 6 points now, as Larson has it, wants to go up and does, just bowls his way in for his 12th point. And that makes it 22-14, and that's laid up and in by Shanderick Tyson.
Tyson just showed Larson, hey, you do it, big man, I can do it too. It's my home court, I'm gonna lay it up.
That's good for these Hawthorne Cougars to get it done without Brandon Richardson in there. As Spellman has it, says, come on out, big fella, as Larson does against Tyson. Now O'Halloran has it. Shot taken by Staniland, and that's exactly what that young man can do, is fire threes. That's his specialty. Makes it 25-18.
Staniland, 33rd three-pointer of the year. Big one right there.
Casey Jones has it, 25-18. Cougars trailing, and Cougars leading. As Hawthorne has it, and they almost throw it away, and they do. And Josh Jordan commits the foul, and that could be free throws.
Ventura's in the bonus there.
That's Josh's 3rd personal. And that is not good news, especially just reaching the halfway point of the second quarter, 4:43 left to go. Coming in the ball game is Taylor Young.
Staniland, only a sophomore, 6'6", on a team full of seniors. He's had a big role here. He spells Larson, but he's also picking up the attention when he gets the double team.
And gets the sweet roll off the glass there, and that makes it 26-18. So that's an 11-4 run so far in the second quarter, Beto, and that one's perfect. So 5 points, 27-18, as these Ventura Cougars are looking to blow out the Hawthorne Cougars right away, and now it's bounced out of bounds by Josh Jordan. And one thing right now is that the Hawthorne Cougars need not to get frustrated.
No need to get frustrated. What they need to do is stay composed. It's a game of 4 quarters, not 2. Right now they're playing like it's only 2 quarters and the end of the game is on its way.
Staniland has it. Now rotates it over to Palmer, over to Larson for a wide open 3. That's long. Casey Jones going in, and it's going to go the other way. Casey Jones just not afraid as he went up against Sean O'Halloran. Actually, that was Nick Palmer that gets nailed for the foul. 6'4", 195 pounds, against Casey Jones, all 5'9" of him, maybe.
Maybe, when he's standing on the bench, but hey, he doesn't play like he's 5'9". He comes out here like he's 6'4", just like Palmer is, battling up there. Jones is a kid. We saw the previous game against Elsinore diving all over the court. He doesn't play like he's a little guy.
He's got a terrific future here at Hawthorne. Brandon Richardson back in the ball game, goes up and under, and no! Hey, yes they do. He gets it and one. He'll go to the old-fashioned free throw.
The hard way.
So
Brandon Richardson give Hawthorne a pick up there. As soon as he checks in, 2 seconds later, gets a ball, drives hard in the lane, gets the foul called, and he makes the shot. Most importantly, now he has a chance for a three-point play, cut this lead into 6.
Josh Jordan comes out of the ball game. Shanderick Tyson will spell him. As there's Richardson with his braces off. Maybe he'll show us his teeth. But better yet, maybe he'll make a free throw, as he does. 11 points for Brandon, 21-27, and right away that puts a soothing salve on Hawthorne. Now Larson has it. Gets it over to Spellman, back underneath to Larson. Back up top to Palmer. Staniland for three, clanks off the iron, but Larson gets the rebound. Turnaround jump shot, no. Rebound is put up and not in by Palmer. Hawthorne's got to get it. And Brandon Richardson does. Back they come with 3:30 left to go in the first half. Down by 6. Richardson down the lane. Count it! He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three, and back comes Hawthorne.
Brandon Richardson just showed Evan Spellman what a crossover is all about. Put 22 on his heels. Spellman had no idea what Richardson was doing. He got shook up, crossed up, and he's going to get blown right by and get called for the foul. If you're by, you don't get fouled also. Brandon Richardson, great move on Spellman.
Richardson is responsible for the comeback here. Down 27-18, has a chance to cut it to 3 and does. And that's 14 points for Richardson.
And we got a three-point ball game because of him.
A nice little run put together by Hawthorne, a 6-0 run. As Flores gets it to look like a bunny hop there by Larson, but no, as Staniland has it. Staniland going down the lane, lost it, but is it a foul against Hawthorne? Should be a 1-and-1. Taylor Young gets nailed, just a sophomore.
Larson's going to be at the free throw line, 70% free throw shooter coming into the game. And free throws right now, you wouldn't think are a big key, but both teams are in the bonus. Ventura's 4 or 5 from the line.
First free throw is dead on. I guarantee you that there's at least one rim at the Larson house. There might be one indoors in the bathtub.
When your dad's the coach, you're a 6'8" prospect.
That's
Neighbors
right.
must love you.
Did you find out where he may be going? As Larson?
Not much on where he's headed, but a lot of speculation of where he should go. Everybody who doesn't want a 6'8" guy that can shoot threes?
That's right. Get it all done. There's a tic-tac-toe play again to Brandon Richardson.
Josh Jordan and Brandon Richardson, the backdoor Princeton play. It's working for Hawthorne. Keep going back to the well until it gets stopped.
3-point lead for Ventura. Richardson with 16. Larson has it against Tyson. Larson gets it over to Staniland. Mismatch on defense because these Ventura Cougars go much taller as Flores runs down and puts it up and in. That's his first bucket of the game. Casey Jones puts it up and just goes in and out. Larson with the rebound as the Cougars, Hawthorne Cougars, need to get some second chance rebounds. Palmer goes up and they're going to call a block on Josh Jordan, I believe.
Jordan's going to get nailed for the foul. Nick Palmer, that is, for Ventura, goes hard to the boards. Jordan slides his feet over. He's trying to get the charge. Just a little bit too much movement with those feet. If he would have held his ground, probably would have got the charge call. Palmer shooting 2 for the free throw line. Actually,
they called Taylor Young for the foul, so Jordan gets bailed out, or that would have been his 3rd personal.
Hey, good for Mike Rios and Hawthorne.
That's right. Going to the line is Nick Palmer with 9 points.
They just corrected that. Jordan is going to get nailed for the foul.
So Jordan does get number 3. Take the foul away from Taylor Young. And Larson check that. Palmer gets number 10.
Palmer's been pretty good from the free throw line. The highest score came into the game shooting 57% from the free throw line, but he's also had more than 100 attempts.
Well, it's not like the Hawthorne Cougars aren't getting the shots, Beto. They just have to make them. As Palmer misses this one, Richardson with the rebound, and that's good news.
Richardson went up there and got that ball. He knows the intensity of this game.
He's got some hops. 32 to 26, a 6-point lead, 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the first half. Shanderick Tyson with only 2 points so far. Now over to Justin Martin for 3. His first bucket of the game.
Oh, he threw that up there. It came down raining threes from up there. Boy, almost hit the ceiling.
Makes it 29 points for the Hawthorne Cougars, 32 to 29. 1:35 left to go. Larson has it. Gets it back over to Flores. Flores gives it over to Staniland. That one is no good. Casey Jones gets the rebound. Here he comes. Puts it into fifth gear. Look out. They have the numbers. Jones flies in with a teardrop. Will it fall? No. Palmer way up for the rebound and rips it away from Jones. Down underneath the Flores. Stops, pops. 4 for Gabriel.
Good outlet pass by Ventura. They saw they had 2-on-1 in the backcourt. Get the ball up. Easy shot for Flores.
And it's 1 minute left to go in the first half, as Hawthorne was looking for a foul on Gabriel Flores. Richardson for 3 from his spot. Brandon Richardson with 19 points.
We got a 2-point game here left to go.
40 seconds left to go in the first half. 34 to 32. Nick Larson for 3. Just like he does in the backyard. 17 points.
Is there a shootout going on here? Line them up from behind the 3. Let me get farther and farther back and I'll make them. Let me show you how to do it.
This is better than the NBA three-point
Playing
competition.
tops out here. You can do it. I can do it one better.
Shot clock is off. 20 seconds left to go. And Casey Jones. Mike Rio says, let's go now with 14 seconds left. Jones has it against Flores.
Find
Trying
Richardson.
to find Richardson. Richardson has it for an NBA 3. Going to be way short. And the rebound goes off. Shot taken, no underneath to Leverett. Puts it up. Nope. Shanderick Tyson puts it up, but the buzzer sounds. It's waved off by Steve Delaney. And going into the locker room, it is the Ventura Cougars 37 and the Hawthorne Cougars 32 here in Hawthorne in Game 2 of the CIF Playoff Division 1A playoffs.
Just what I expected. How about you, Lou?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you know that the Hawthorne Cougars were going to be a little tight coming in tonight's game against the number 3 seed, but they have to loosen up and relax and get those second chance rebounds.
We saw what happens when they loosen up and relax the last couple minutes there, where Richardson hit a couple of 3-pointers, where they were able to drive the ball up the court. Lewis showing the explosiveness that he has. And Tyson and Jordan, they started waking up towards the end of the second quarter. Two teams that are evenly matched. Both of them have 2 big men. They both have a nice point guard that can lead the offense. And then when you expect them to know that Ventura has the senior leadership, Brandon Richardson is the only one who's been able to do much for Hawthorne. What do you expect them to do here in the third quarter?
Well, the seniors, the cream has to rise to the top. Josh Jordan has to stay out of foul trouble. Brandon Richardson also with 2 fouls. And let's see the foul situation. Derek Williams with 2 fouls as well. So those fellas have to stay out of foul trouble, that's for sure, Beto.
Well, another thing is Hawthorne needs to find a way to stop Nick Palmer. We talked about him. Yes, you can focus on Nick Larson at 6'8", and you know he's 6'8". He's going to get his points. He's going to get his rebounds. But Nick Palmer's a kid you need to find a way to keep him from penetrating the lane. He has 6 rebounds, more than 10 points. He's doing a great job tonight with an injured hand, and he's also doing it defensively.
He's flying in, that's for sure, and just wreaking havoc underneath the boards on both ends. Let's go over the scoring here in the first half. The Ventura Cougars, Gabriel Flores has 4 points. 5 points for James Standaland, including a 3-pointer. And Nick Palmer has 10 points. And for the Cougars of Ventura, Nick Larson is leading with 17 points, and that includes 3 3-pointers, and that's a total of 37 points. He scored 22 points in the second quarter. For the Hawthorne Cougars, the 14th seed in Division 1A, they're led by Brandon Richardson with 19 points, and that also includes 2 3-pointers. 2 points for Tabrion Leverett from the free throw line, 2 points from Shanderick Tyson. He really needs to tickle the cords, that's for sure.
Also, both teams like to put up the three-pointer. We see Larson, who's 6'8", steps actually from the NBA range a couple of times. Ventura, they're put up 10 3-pointers. They made 5 of them, 50%. That's not bad at all. But Hawthorne, on the other hand, 3 for 8 from three-point land. And most importantly, both teams, a lot of foul trouble, have made their free throws. Ventura went to the line 8 times, made 7 of them. Hawthorne went to the line 6 times, made 5 of them. So not much leeway either team's going to have. Whoever can not turn over the ball, whoever can control their composure, that's what's going to come down to in the fourth quarter, because this game's not going to be decided here in the third.
That's right. And completing the scoring, Josh Jordan has 6 points. Justin Martin with 3, a big three-pointer in the second quarter. But absolutely, the Hawthorne Cougars are going to live and die with Brandon Richardson, as it was a big 12-4 run by Ventura Cougars to really outdistance themselves and end up with a 5-point lead going into the locker room.
And it could have been worse. They were down by 8 at one time. Hawthorne sensed the urgency. Since Ventura was going away from them, Mike Rios called an important timeout. Brandon Richards came in, a couple and ones, couple plays, couple turnovers, and the momentum changes quick. And when you're at home, momentum can change in your favor. You don't want Ventura to come out and shut up your crowd, because if the crowd can get into this game, as we've heard, anytime Ventura makes a mistake, whether it be an air ball or a turnover, they're on them. But Hawthorne hasn't really given their crowd much to cheer about. And if Brandon Richardson, as much as you don't want him to be your main horse, he needs to come out and take a leadership role in what could possibly be his last home game.
Well, that's right, as the Cougars of Ventura are 5-3 on the road, and Hawthorne is 7-2 at home. Well, the third quarter's coming up. Stay right where you are. Go ahead and hit the kitty box and hit the refrigerator and come on back. We're going to have more CIF Division 1A action between Ventura, the number 3 seed, and Hawthorne, the number 14 seed, right here on Channel 22 Sports. Third quarter just underway on Channel 22 Sports. Thanks for joining us. It's 37-32. Ventura leading Hawthorne. Josh Jordan misses a golden opportunity to get an easy bucket right away. And it is going to the Ventura Cougars.
Not many chances for an easy layup like Jordan had right there. Hawthorne needs to knock those down. Any chance you have a shot at a layup, it's going to make them.
Flores, pinpoint pass, blocked by Jordan after the shot by Mondole. As now Flores has it again. Mondole's wide open. As now Palmer has it, skips it across to Mondole. Wide open three-point shot, short, rebound is off. Here comes the Cougars. Bounces it back over to Tyson, and he fumbles it out of bounds.
Hawthorne needs to relax here. 2 big chances there to cut into the 5-point Ventura lead. Just relax, stay within yourself, stay composed, get back in this game.
So they missed the first 2 opportunities. Now the ball's rotated around to Palmer, and he misses. Rebound is taken by Brandon Richardson after Larson knocked it away. 6:56 left to go in the third quarter. Ball bounced down low to Josh Jordan as he's working against the center and misses another shot. That's 3 in a row missed by the Cougars as he was going up against Eric Sewell, but another turnover. Palm on the ball.
Larson's going to get called for it. 6'8", as you said, likes to carry the ball. Well, carried it all the way down the court there. Gets called for the carry.
So nobody scored in the first minute and a half of this third quarter. But the Cougars of Hawthorne have had a chance to put 6 up on the board. Shot taken by Richardson was hit as he went up. The rebound is tipped out of bounds by Richardson, as getting in his face was Eric Sewell. But Brandon with 19 first half points.
So that's 4 missed shots by the Cougars to start off the third quarter. Sewell has it down underneath, and a slam dunk by Nick Palmer. Nice backdoor cut there.
Nick Palmer showing his athleticism, two-handed dunk, bringing it down. First time we see one tonight.
Timeout is on the floor, called by Mike Rios. He wants a full timeout as a slam dunk by Nick Palmer just accentuated the negative for Hawthorne as they've missed 4 shots starting up.
Hawthorne missed 4 in a row, and then Nick Palmer throws one down with authority there. Mike Rios taking off the jacket. He knows the urgency of this second half. Tell his team, hey, we need to just relax. We have the layups there. Make them. Those are the easy ones. Let's knock them down. Get into this lead and keep it close, and we have a shot.
And this is the quietest I've heard Courtney Jim. And let's go over to Courtney Bailey. Or check that Charity Bailey.
Guys, during halftime, I spoke with Coach Rios, and I asked him what had to happen during the second half. He said his guys are going to have to execute. He said they're going to have to push the ball more. And I also asked him about Larson. He said we're going to have to contain him. He said we already knew that he had a shot, but he said we're going to have to stop his shot in the second half if we want to pull this win out. He says don't worry about it, though. We're going to handle business regardless. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Charity. It's a tall order now, down by 7 points, 6:06 left to go. In the third quarter, they have to make those little bunnies go down into the hole. As Shanderick Tyson has it. Tyson with it, whips it underneath, and a nice little shot, and made by Derek Williams. Better never than late.
Hey, that stops the streak. 1 for 5 this quarter.
39-34, 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. Palmer has it, Tyson on him. Gets it over to Mondole, and we have some jousting underneath. And it's on Josh Jordan.
Josh Jordan, Nick Palmer battling with each other. Jordan's going to get nailed for his 4th foul, and you don't want that.
Now that's too bad. Josh missing a couple of those layups down low to start things off. As Tabrion Leverett coming in to take his place. Flores will inbound the ball, try to get it to Palmer. Does. Now gets it over to Staniland. Flores with it, so 2 big 3-point shooters and an inside guy. As Leverett hacks Palmer, he'll go to the line for 2.
Leverett with the hard foul on Palmer. Palmer getting the possession down low in the key. Leverett left low by himself, just going to get nailed for the foul.
They gave that to Brandon Richardson, though. That's his 3rd personal.
They were both there, but Richardson slapped him on the hand, but it looked like Leverett got him hard. But a missed free throw here. Break for Hawthorne.
They need everything they can get now as the next free throw is up and in. 13 points for Nick Palmer, makes it 40-34. Martin gets a screen for Williams out to Richardson for 3. Looks good, just a little short. Rebound by Leverett. He puts it up and in and one. Boy, could this be the diamond in the rough for Hawthorne? Lucky number 13.
Lucky 13. Leverett's replacing Josh Jordan, the big guy. He's got to go up there for that rebound. Gets fouled by Larson. Stays strong. You see the athleticism that he has. Able to get fouled hard on the arm. Takes the ball up, makes the shot. Has a chance for a 3-point play. Cut the lead into 3.
Taylor Young in the ball game for Shanderick Tyson as Leverett makes a 3-point play, has 5 points, makes it a 3-point ball game. So these Cougars need to stay close as Tyson is down on the end of the bench, might have gotten cut.
Sean O'Halloran checks in for Eric Sewell on the Ventura side.
Don't lose much there as Palmer has it, gets it over to O'Halloran. Actually, you lose that 3-point shot, and that's good news for the Hawthorne Cougars. Now Larson goes around on the baseline but throws it over everything. Mondole gets it, swatted away by Leverett. Ball is taken and stolen back by Flores. Palmer back to Mondole. Mondole looks like he traveled but put it up and in anyway. That's his first bucket of the game, 42-37.
Ball possession, got to hold on to the ball anytime you have a chance.
The play was good. The Cougar who had it on the far sideline wanted to bounce it off of Flores, but he just got it in his stomach and went running with it. Turned it into 2 points, as Brandon Richardson does. Look out. Richardson gets up. He's okay. 42-39, 21 points for Richardson. Larson has it over to Mondole. Mondole is starting to heat up now to O'Halloran. O'Halloran has his pass tipped away. Palmer with it. Palmer being guarded by Leverett, who's been a spark. Now to Larson. Turnaround jump shot from the baseline. No. Rebound is off to Justin Martin. The coach gets around Nick Palmer. Palmer tried to do the reach around. Martin has it. That shot won't go down. Rebound is off, and a foul by Leverett. He needs to watch out, as now that's 2 fouls on Tabrion.
He's trying to do a little too much, trying to knock the ball away from Mondole. Reached around, poked it. Gets called for the foul.
We have a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout.
That's their second 30-second timeout. But if you're watching this game, Channel 22 Sports, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites South Bay, the South Bay Workforce Investment Board, and Ralph's Food for Less for their generous support in making these games possible. And this game, if you're watching, you can watch it again. All games this season at 10 a.m. and again at 7 p.m. every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Once again, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock. Also, you get to watch that great Lusinger game with Rufus.
That's right. I heard that Lusinger has a 5-point lead down in San Clemente. Rufus and Mark calling the action of that game.
Channel 22 bringing a lot of good basketball games. 2 different crews, Lawndale, Lusinger, Hawthorne, Tom Strickfadden, and our great crew doing a great job.
And also thank the Vice President of Hawthorne Cable Usage, Larry Bender, as Nick Larson around the back going against Taylor Young. Ball is skipped around. O'Halloran with it to Flores. Flores of the Ventura Cougars, the champions of the Channel League, that sent 5 teams to the CIF playoffs, including the Buena team, as now the ball is fouled. Checked to win out of bounds. A push on Derek Williams. That's his 3rd personal. 4th team foul. And Casey Jones coming in at the 3:25 mark. Well, didn't get in, but 3:25 left to go as Larson has it on the inbound. Good defense by Taylor Young. He can't shoot right away. Flores has it. Flores over to O'Halloran. And now we have a foul underneath going the other way, as Justin Martin being a pest to Nick Palmer. And for Palmer, that's his 3rd, and only the 1st team foul on Ventura.
Nick Palmer going to get nailed for the foul. He's being real aggressive, trying to establish position down low in the key. That's the 2nd time he's tangled up his feet. This time he gets called for the offensive foul. The other one sent Josh Jordan to the bench.
Martin has to get inside of the jersey of Palmer, as Richardson going one-on-one against Spellman, gets the foul. They'll go to the line for 2.
Brandon Richardson needs to do that more and then some in order for Hawthorne to win this game. Every time he drives through the lane, he's drawing 2 or 3 different Ventura players. If he doesn't take the shot, he's going to have somebody wide open down low. And every time he drives, he's getting fouled. He's a good free throw shooter. Go to the lane, big guy.
Richardson has it. And, just gets it over the rim and in for 22 points. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Just getting it over. As long as it goes in, it doesn't matter. Rattle around, in and out, go down. That's all that matters.
It's a line drive in the scorebook. Brennan Richardson, total concentration. Now it's a 1-point ball game. Mr. B.
Hawthorne doing a good job maintaining their composure. Look at here now, down by 1. Putting a lot of pressure on this Ventura team.
Be nice to get a little run and stop that guy. As now O'Halloran goes down the lane, puts up the shot. No, rebound is off. Taken by Hawthorne. Here comes Brandon Richardson. Does not have the numbers. Now he goes up and under, and he traveled. Tried an NBA move, and that's not going to work at this level.
It's not going to work at the Division I level either, but you're going to get called for that. Look pretty.
Yep,
if you're in the And One mixtape, it looks great. But you're in high school level in a playoff game down by 1, that's going to get called every time. Nice move by Brandon Richardson.
And he gets a nice round of applause coming off as he's replaced by Shanderick Tyson. Let's see if Tyson can get his motor running. Only has 2 points in the ball game. So 1-point ball game, 2:25 left to go from the 3rd quarter. Ball is down low, almost stolen away, out of bounds, and it goes to Hawthorne. Good defense by Tabrion Leverett and Taylor Young.
Leverett and Young doing a good job on Nick Palmer. They're double teaming him, being a pest all over him. Palmer has really been shut down here in the third quarter. Mike Reels and his Hawthorne squad doing a good job of counteracting Nick Palmer for Ventura.
They need to capitalize. Nice move by Jones. Puts it up, not down, as Leverett comes up with the rebound. Got to hang on to it, put a fork into it. Skips across, stolen by Palmer. Can he get to it? No, he can't. As Leverett just put a little bit too much time into that pass and telegraphed it.
That's where Brandon Richardson being on the bench really hurts Hawthorne there. He would win over there, demanded the ball, said, hey, give it to me. We have a chance at a lead here. Let's be smart.
Shanderick Tyson has it, puts up the shot. No, rebound is off. It's going to go the other way. Are they going to get Leverett?
Leverett's going to get nailed.
And that's number 3 on Tabrion, the 6'4 junior, and the 15th foul.
He pushed off Gabe Flores, 5'9". Flores never saw him coming. His back is bent.
Ifs and nuts, candy and nuts, or whatever that shoulda, coulda, wouldas. The first 4 shots by the Cougars did not go down, or else it would have been a different story here. As Larson puts the ball up, he'll go to the line, and let's see who's going to get nailed for the foul. It's going to be on Shanderick Tyson. That's his first personal.
Not bad for Tyson. Hey, Larson's going to come in strong. You better foul him hard. Send him to the free throw line. Not that good free throw percentage. And as he makes me quiet with the 70%.
Well, 70% in high school, I'm learning, is pretty darn good.
But you know what? Coming down when you're only up by 1, free throws are never easy, especially with the pressure of a playoff game. Anytime you can send a big guy to the free throw line in opposing territory, that puts on pressure, and this crowd's starting to get into it.
Yeah, they need that, as the second one is missed by Larson, who has 18 points. Hawthorne gets the rebound. Jones has it. Jones wants to go down, but gets it over on the far side for 3. Rebound will go down. Tyson goes up strong for the rebound, but it comes up to Ventura, as he might have been pushed, but now Hawthorne needs to get back, trailing by 2 points, 43-41, a minute 5 left. Ball is tipped away, but taken by Spellman. Now Larson has it, defense tightening up for the Cougars. Palmer has it. Palmer going against Leverett, who's been very good. Larson for 3. No, rebound is off to Taylor Young. Good to see the rebound by Hawthorne. Here comes Casey Jones. Is he the engine that's going to do it? No, it's stolen away by Ventura. Shot taken by Spellman, and Casey Jones got back in a hurry for good defense to force the foul.
Casey Jones went up against Evan Spellman, 2 smaller guys. Jones being the smallest one, of course, but look at the
speed of Casey Jones.
He came from right in front of us at midcourt, raced down there, made a beeline, put up a defensive block. Spellman's going to get sent to the free throw line. Spellman, you know, he thought he had an easy layup. He heard those footsteps from Jones coming. Watch out below.
I don't think there was any footsteps. He flew in. First free throw is up and in, and that's big because Spellman's only a 59%er.
Casey Jones going to come out of the game, but anytime he's on the court, he just lights up this crowd. He brings the energy of his teammates, and anytime you can fly down the court, give your body up, take the hard foul, you know you're going to pump some people up.
44-41. Next free throw misses, and rebound by Shanderick Tyson. He has to put his mark on it. He has to put his Cougar print on this game. Only 2 points.
Oh, and only a second rebound. Tyson needs to be huge in the fourth quarter.
Especially with Josh Jordan in foul trouble as Brandon Richardson goes down. Does not make it, but he'll go to the line for 2. As the foul is on Lee Mondole, his second, only the 3rd team foul for Ventura. As Evan Spellman still limping around after that hard fall.
This Ventura team is very aggressive. There you see 3 defenders around Richardson. As mentioned earlier, have him take it to the hole every single time. He's going to get fouled. Good free throw shooter. Take advantage of that. That's probably the only play that's working right now.
There you go. 24 points.
I mean, there's nothing pretty about it, and it hurts when you go down, but at the end of the day, when you got a victory because of the free throw line,
there's no tomorrow.
It feels so good.
That's right. There's no tomorrow for either of these teams. Brandon Richardson looking to make it a one-point game and does. 44-43, 25 points for Brandon Richardson on the heels of a 39-point game the other night against Lake Elsinore. In that big win right here. Larson has it. Taylor Young guarding him. Now Staniland has it, the other three-point specialist on this Ventura Cougar team. Flores with 10 seconds. Gives it to Larson for a long two. No, rebound is off. And it should be on Mondole. Nope, they're going to call it on Taylor Young. That's his second. 8th team foul, so we'll get free throws for Mondole.
Taylor Young and Mondole both went up there hard for the rebound. We're going to see right here in the replay. Yeah, that's a good call. Mondole had possession of the ball, and then Taylor Young just came in and battled for it. So he gives him an elbow to the jaw. You know?
Coming out of the ball game, Nick Larson, for defensive purposes, gives way to Sean O'Halloran. Don't want to get Larson injured as the free throw goes up and in by Mondole. That's 3 points for him.
Mondole's a football player. He's used to getting hit. He's going to come out there on a very good football team. Also, Division IV semifinalist. You have Eric Sewell, Lee Mondole, Ben Horwitz. This team can battle.
That's right. They'll line up in a three-point stance from the free throw line. In and out. Rebound is off. Mondole gets it. Mondole gets hacked by Jones. 2 seconds, one. Throws up a prayer. It's answered. Did he get fouled as well? Mike Rios wants a double dribble. But Dean Layden says no. And they're going to end it right here. It's a 2-point shot by Mondole. There you see it, Beto.
Hey, when the foot's on the line and it goes in, of course you're going to throw up the one-handed shot. It gets answered. Good quarter for both teams.
Absolutely, but on the short end of the stick is the Hawthorne Cougars. 47-43 is the score in between the third and fourth quarter. Let's go to Charity.
All right, guys, coming into this game, Coach Rios knew that his team was going to have a battle on their hands. He told me, he says, look, they're bigger than us and they're more physical, which means that we'll probably go to the foul line a lot more. Now, if you guys remember against Inglewood, Brandon Richardson put up 6 points at the foul line during the fourth quarter. He says if we get in a situation like that, he goes, we're just going to capitalize off of foul shots. And the way this game is going, they're going to have to capitalize off of anything that goes through that hoop. Back to you.
That's right, Charity. As 4 missed shots by the Cougars to start the first half. Let's hope that doesn't haunt the Cougars coming down the stretch here with 8 minutes left to go in this ball game.
You know, we're only a 4-point difference in this game. 8 minutes to go till the next round. Both of these teams have the experience and know how to play tough games. Hawthorne, we were familiar with them. They had tough battles against Inglewood, tough battles against Santa Monica. Ventura, 7 of its last 10 games that they've won have been decided by 6 points or less.
Fourth quarter underway. Flores with it. Stolen away. Here comes Richardson. Richardson over to Tyson. Puts it up and in. And one! That's the way to start it off, and that's the look you want to see.
Tyson must have heard you say he only had 2 points there. He just doubled his total for the night, but most important, took it hard up against Larson. Larson's going to go up there, 6'8", try to block the shot, get some of the body, use the glass, Tyson.
Free throw, it bounces in. That wasn't the prettiest either, but oh well.
It went in, and you're down by 1.
47-46. This Hawthorne team has the look in their eye now, like they want this game.
Ventura actually looks like they're the team that's seeded 14th.
Now we have a foul. Gonna go the other way. Is it gonna be on Palmer?
Yes. Palmer and Josh Jordan got tangled up there. Palmer got his 4th foul there, pushing Jordan off. We've talked about Palmer and Jordan and Tyson and Laverette down there battling with him. You don't want Palmer off the court if you're Ventura, but you don't want him to foul out either.
Well,
Hawthorne's did a good job of getting him into trouble there.
That's right. Now the Ventura Cougars are out of fouls. Bounce down low to Josh Jordan. Going against Larson, puts up a shot. No. Rebound is off to Palmer. Good defense. That was by Eric Sewell. Staniland for 3. It's going to be short. Rebound is off, and it's going to go to Hawthorne.
boy, has Ventura gotten cold here in this half.
Now we're going to get an explanation. Steve Delaney was asked by Dan Larson what's happening there. How can it be out of bounds? But there's the end line over there. Not a whole lot of room here at Courtney Gym. Larson not real happy with his team down 1 point, and this is an opportunity for Hawthorne to take the lead for the first time in a long time.
You mean tonight?
That's right. Well, they did have the lead, I do believe. Well, they did have the lead 6-2. Now underneath to Richardson. There's the lead, and timeout. Richardson is gimpy. Let's look out.
He's okay. He just landed hard after making that layup. He ran so hard on the backdoor pass. Got a great dime given to him. Richardson just went up hard, bumped into Larson as he was in the air. No foul on Eric Sewell, actually. Smart call. No foul there, but Richardson just landed hard. But hey, when you're up by 1, it doesn't hurt.
Not at all as the ball is tipped out of bounds. Good defense, and it goes over to Hawthorne. Turned over. Number 5 in this half, 10 overall. Great defense by the Cougars.
We talked about all second half, Lou, about how Hawthorne needs to maintain their composure when they were down 5. Just because they have a 1-point lead, this Ventura team is dangerous. Larson's been cold. If he heats up, you need to watch out.
Now here's a 3 by Richardson. That's a little short. Good defense by Mondol. Rebound to Ventura. Looking for their first point of the fourth quarter. It's been a 5-0 run so far by Hawthorne. As Scantleland puts it down, won't go. Rebound is off and put up and in by Mondol, who has heated up here, Beto, with 7 points in the second half.
Richardson tried to save the ball underneath. Mondol went right to his hands. Perfect spot for him. Laid it up in uncontested. Ventura has the lead.
49-48. Shot by Martin. Looks good. It is! A huge 3 by the coach, Justin Martin. 6 points for him. 51-49, their biggest lead since the first quarter. Brandon Richardson putting the ball out of bounds. He's not afraid that his ankle's tweaked.
Ankles aren't tweaked. Everything. Richardson just giving up the body, diving all over the place. Ventura maintains possession, but Richardson showing up the effort and the heart that both of these teams have. Ventura playing hard, Hawthorne playing hard. This is just a good playoff battle here.
Even though it's a cold night outside, it's hot in here inside of Courtney Gym. As the official going over, Dan Layden talking to the score.
They're just trying to adjust the shot clock back to 28.
As I was looking at that, there shouldn't have been a new shot clock. So Ventura gets the inbound as it was the ball by Derek Williams.
Lou, watch out. You got to use those hands right there, Lou.
That's it.
Richardson's trying to give you a present, knock the ball into your lap.
Ball is inbounded to Staniland. Tyson going up against him. Good defense by Hawthorne as Larson doesn't want to get the call against him. Larson rotating around, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Staniland's shot misses. Rebound is off, taken by Hawthorne. Good rebound by Derek Williams. Brings the ball up court, and a timeout by Hawthorne. A standing ovation by the Cougar faithful who have a 51-49 lead. A huge defensive stop for Hawthorne.
Huge defensive stop for Hawthorne. They're playing tenacious defense all over the Ventura Cougars. They can't get a pass out there.
Now there is no tomorrow. The winner of this game, Beto, will play the winner of the Corona Martin Luther King game. And let's go to Charity Bailey.
All right, Lou, the last time a Hawthorne team went to the quarterfinals was 1991. Coach Rios told me that this team has already made history. He says if you look around the gym, most of the banners are for track, but he says this team, not only did they place first seed in the Ocean League, he says they're 10-0. He says they've done that by keeping practice competitive. He says that he knows that they're the underdog tonight. He says if they pull out the win, he said it'll be an upset. But he says to him and his guys, it's not an upset. He said they practice hard, they play hard, they work hard together as a team, and tonight they want to make another step in history and move to the next round. Back to you.
Thank you, Charity. As this Hawthorne team in the fourth quarter is completely different than the one we saw in the first and second quarter.
Completely two different games here. Ventura looks like they're the 14th seed. Hawthorne looks like they're the team to beat here.
As that pass was telegraphed, taken away, as it was taken away by Brandon Richardson, who comes up huge
with the steal. Brandon Richardson recovers that bad pass.
Richardson just said, hey, Hawthorne.
Underneath to Richardson, swatted away by Larson. As he makes a huge block shot. Big players in big games. My goodness. Larson going down over to Staniland. Couldn't take the three. Over to Larson. Larson has it. Gets it way outside. It's going to be an over-under. It's a turnover for Hawthorne. Good defense again by Hawthorne.
Hawthorne needs to take advantage of turnovers, build upon this 2-point lead. Don Larson, the head coach, took off his jacket, has his best player, Nick Palmer, on the bench. Hawthorne needs to do a job of extending that lead before Palmer comes back in, because Palmer has been cold, but he's still a dangerous ball player.
14:29 left to go in the ball game. A 2-point lead for Hawthorne. Brandon Richardson with 27 of those points. Skips it over to Williams. Williams has it. 17 seconds left on the shot clock, and they're going to chew every second off of this clock. 10 seconds now. Brandon Richardson going against Mondol. Williams has it. 5 seconds left. Richardson going down the lane, puts it up and in with 1 second on the shot clock. 29 points, 53-49. Timeout. Dan Larson's seen enough.
Brandon Richardson,
listen to this crowd.
Brandon Richardson is an all-star. He's playing like one. He's carrying this Cougars team, who really hasn't had much of a contribution. It might as well be Brandon Richardson against Ventura. No knock on his players, but Brandon Richardson senses that his team needs him right now. He's put him on his back, and as heavy as they are, Lou, he is carrying them to a 4-point lead with 3:55 to go.
29 points for Brandon Richardson. Had a huge steal, and then Nick Larson came back and blocked the shot, and then Nick Larson threw it away on the other side to create this opportunity for Brandon Richardson to get his 29th point of the game. And this Ventura team has only scored 1 basket in the fourth quarter in 4 minutes and 5 seconds.
That'll suit Coach Mike Rios right there, diagramming the offensive play just well. But another thing is, Lou, Brandon Richardson has just been a stud. He's been a stud. He's carrying this team. He knows what to do. He just got his shot thrown into the crowd by Nick Larson. And what does he do with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock? Goes right back at him. What do you got, me? I'm right here. He's not going anywhere. Brandon Richardson wants to play on Friday.
Unconscious. Winner goes on to play Friday. Loser, there is no tomorrow. They clean out their lockers. Nick Palmer back in the ball game for the final 3 minutes and 40 seconds of this game.
And he's dangerous.
Larson has it. Now to Flores, who puts it up. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. The coach, Justin Martin, with his second foul, 9th team foul. Reason I call him Coach Beto is that his dad was an assistant coach with Dominguez. As there you see him hacking the elbow. But he's also an assistant coach for Hawthorne's sophomore team. So on campus, Justin is known as coach.
And then another thing is,
he can coach my team.
But, you know, you think about players, hey, I want to coach after my career's done, after I'm done playing. But while you're playing, that's a great accomplishment. Good for him.
And a great kid, too. Tyson with the rebound. It's a 3-point game, and it's a jump ball. It's going to go to Hawthorne. And Larson didn't get his 3rd foul. And he was fortunate there. How many team fouls? 16 fouls on Ventura, 9 for Hawthorne. 3:25 left to go in this ball game. A 3-point lead for Hawthorne. 53-50. A long, huge one for Brandon Richardson. Larson way up top to get the rebound, and not a really good shot selection for Brandon Richardson, even though he can't miss.
Too much time on that clock. Richardson left.
As Nick Palmer has it. It's going to be who's going to be the most mentally fresh team on the floor. 2:59 left to go. Now a foul on Flores as he took a swipe at Williams. And let's see, is it on Williams or is it on Flores?
It's on Williams.
A technical foul on Derek Williams.
Flores swiped away Williams' hand. Referee is saying that he put his face in hand in Flores' face. That's why Flores did it. Usually the kid that reacts is the one that gets called for the foul. This time Williams is the one who's nailed.
Larson puts up the free throw and puts it in. It's his 19th point. Beto, he only had 1 point in the third quarter. Actually, it's 41. That's Eric Sewell.
Eric Sewell, big free throw here.
Makes them both. That makes it a 1-point game.
And they get the ball back. Ventura does. Big technical foul call.
And that's a double bonus now as they get the ball back. Like you said, Nick Palmer will inbound the ball. Palmer with 4 fouls and 13 points. 53-52. Ventura has a chance to take a lead this time down. Now there's a little pitch in there, giddy up. Palmer now gets it down underneath, puts it up and under. No, rebound is off. Taken by Josh Jordan, and look out, Nick Larson in his face. Doing what his daddy taught him.
You got to do what you got to do with 2 minutes to go, and you're down by 1.
Here comes Martin for a long three. That won't go down, as Hawthorne needs to hang on to the ball. Flores has it. Flores going up against Williams. Underneath, and let's see, no basket. Foul is on Justin Martin, and Mike Rios is screaming at the officials to call 3 seconds on somebody clogging the middle for Ventura. So Gabriel Flores to the line to shoot 2. And well, we were talking about it, but free throws so important in this ball game. And that could be the difference in this game, as the game is now tied up with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the ball game. 53 all, and a timeout on the floor with 2:17 left. It's a full, nope, they're going to say it's a 30 by Hawthorne.
Hawthorne only has 1 30-second timeout left. Ventura, on the other hand, has 2 full timeouts to go. So 2:17 timeouts are going to come out big. But Hawthorne, the last 2 possessions that they had, put up 2 long-distance three-pointers. They did a better job earlier where they were milking the clock and finding the better shot selection, getting into the lane. Brandon Richardson was driving, getting fouled almost every single possession. There, they're pulled back. Though he may be feeling hot, let's take the high percentage shot, milk some more of the clock. You don't want to be shooting with 30 seconds to go on the shot clock there.
That's right. They had the lead, and so now they did have the lead. So now at 53 all, 2:17 left to go in the ball game. All knotted up at 53. This game is not for the faint of heart.
It could be the longest 2:17 we've seen in a long time, Lou.
But Hawthorne has been playing these games that have not been for the faint of heart.
So has Ventura.
Absolutely. Rolls in. 7 points, and now the lead for the first time in this, or since 47-43. Hawthorne came all the way back to take the lead at 53-49, and now it's a 5-point run by Ventura. Richardson has it, gets it over to Tyson. 2 minutes left, down underneath, ball blocked away. Tyson gets it again, puts the runner up. No, rebound is off. Tyson had it, goes out of bounds. Who's it going to go to? Hawthorne. And Lee Mondole wants to come back in the ball game, as he's in a 3-point stance right now, ready to come back in. Looks like a safety to me. With Dan Larson, the head coach. 32 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to put that back in. As Mondole coming in for Spellman for defensive purposes, I'm sure, to put some beef in there.
6'2", 175, that's a muscle.
As Young bounces it over to Richardson. Richardson gets it over to Williams, who got knocked down, no whistle. And now, going around the pick, Richardson has it. 1:40 left to go in the ball game. 20 seconds left to go. And now they're doing what Coach Rios wants, and that's to chew time off the clock.
And the guy that you want to have the ball.
Down by 1. Richardson has it, puts it up. A little long. Richardson gets the rebound, but it's stolen away. Back comes Ventura. Ventura has it. Martin, actually Palmer has it, goes up, and Josh Jordan had to foul him, and that's number 5.
Good hard foul by Josh Jordan. Takes away Nick Palmer's lane to the basket. Doesn't let him get a shot off. Palmer's going to have to shoot 2. Good hard foul by Josh Jordan.
You have to that truck. There's Josh Jordan. Now comes out of the ball game. We got a timeout on the floor.
And if you're going to foul out, you want to foul out on a hard foul. Make it count.
So Josh Jordan, no points in the second half, ends up with 6. And it's 54-53 in favor of the Ventura Cougars.
Man, let me breathe with 122 to go. But if you enjoy these broadcasts as much as we enjoy broadcasting them, would you like to see them continue? Feel free to let your elected officials know. You can do it several different ways. Always send a letter, use the phone, or call them, or contact them by email. Contact the Lawndale City Council at City Hall, 14717 Buren Avenue, 90260, or by calling 310-973-3200, or email them at www.lawndale.city.org.
Well, we certainly enjoy bringing them to you. Thanks again to Hawthorne Cable Usage Vice President Larry Bender for allowing us to do it. Oh, he's the president, excuse me, Generalissimo. There's a big miss by Palmer.
That's the 20th free throw that Ventura has taken today. They've made 15 of them. Big miss by Palmer.
So second free throw try, and that misses too. Tyson. And now we got a foul as Tyson had the rebound, had it ripped out of his hands, and Nick Larson gets nailed for his 3rd personal, and we're going to have free throws on the other end by Tyson.
Larson's just arguing that he went and got the ball. He went up there trying to get a rebound, but he got a lot of arm also, being aggressive there. And who's going to be shooting the free throws? Shanderick Tyson.
Tyson with 5 points is 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. Tabrion Leverett coming into the ball game. And he'll be in for Casey Jones to put some beef in there. Leverett has been terrific when he's been in there, Beto.
Yes, he has. Big role Leverett has done tonight.
So Leverett coming in, and Shanderick Tyson misses the 1-and-1. So 1:15 left to go in the ball game. Mondol brings it up for Ventura. 54-53, and here defense from the Hawthorne faithful. Ventura leading by 1. Gabriel Flores has it against Williams. Over to Larson. Look out for him. Larson drives, puts it up and in. Blew by Tyson. 21 for Larson, 56-53. And 45 seconds left to go. Brandon Richardson has it. Will he go for the N1? Well, he's fouled by Nick Larson, who just about planted him right at the free throw line.
Brandon Richardson stepping up big, got by Larson. Larson grabbed onto him, avoid the layup.
So 2 big free throws for Brandon Richardson. Gets the 1-and-1. 1 big free throw. Makes the first one. 30 points for Richardson, and that snaps a 7-0 run by Ventura. They see Brandon Richardson with 30 points tonight. Has missed only 1 free throw tonight. Makes the next one. That makes it 56-55, a 1-point game. And now stolen away by Young, goes up and under, puts it up and in! 57-56 by Taylor Young in an athletic move. And now another steal on the floor, a foul on the floor. Is it on Larson? If it is, he's out.
It might be on Mondol, but wow, what a sequence of plays there. 2 big steals by Hawthorne.
Lee Mondol gets nailed for his 3rd and the 9th team foul. Going to the line is Taylor Young, 57-56, with a big 2 for him and has a chance to extend it to a 2-point, maybe a 3-point lead with
What
32
a great
seconds left.
reverse. Going up there, Palmer was going to just throw that ball into the ground. He's going to be a volleyball player and spike it as hard as he can. Cougar from Hawthorne just went around him, a hard reverse, put it up there, used the English, and it just kissed off the glass for the lead.
That's the best English grade he'll ever get at this school.
That's an A+.
What an essay. 57 to 56, 32 points. Taylor Young coming up big as everybody in Courtney Gym that's wearing red was begging for somebody else to help out Brandon Richardson, and it ends up being the 6'3" sophomore.
The 6'3" sophomore gave up the body, got the loose ball. He gets fouled by Lee Mondal. Hard foul, too. He's going to go up there shooting easily the biggest free throws he's ever had in his life, and I'm right there.
Seeing the Novena right there as Dan Larson.
Everybody in this gym is on the edge, don't you think?
That's right. If they have a rosary, they're getting it out right now. Dan Larson.
Timeouts down. Ventura has one full timeout. Hawthorne only has one 30-second timeout.
Everybody is on their feet here at Courtney Gym. Taylor Young. There's Coach Mike Rios in his third year. What a job he has done here at Hawthorne in only 3 years. And this team is just looking to get a little respect.
They've earned that in some.
Taylor Young, I wonder if this is the biggest free throw in his life. Short. Rebound is taken by Larson. 29 seconds left to go. Full court pressure is broken by Larson. Larson being fouled by Tyson, and the ball was blocked away by Leverett, but Larson will go to the line with 23 seconds left.
Tyson's going to get called for the foul on Larson, which isn't too bad of a foul because Hawthorne's going to get the ball back with 23 seconds to go.
21 points for Larson. First free throw is in. There's his dad, Dan, the head coach, 16 years, a timeout called by Mike Rios on the other side.
The last timeout that Hawthorne Cougars have.
Tie ball game at 57 with 23 seconds left to go. And this Hawthorne Cougar team knows that there's 32 minutes exactly in a ball game.
There's 32 minutes, but 23 big seconds to go.
So they're going to take this right out of bounds, or actually if the ball is missed, they know what to do with it. They're not going to call timeout. They're just going to go for it.
Yeah, they need to go for it. But another thing is, if Larson does miss for Ventura, Hawthorne needs to rebound. If they don't rebound, and Ventura has a shot with one timeout to go to set up for the last shot of the game, the Hawthorne needs to just out-rebound. And if Larson does make the free throw, give him a 1-point lead, I don't know what else, Lou, but give the ball to number 4, Brandon Richardson.
Well, that's it.
Go down with your best,
You have
or win
to.
with your best.
That's it. Go with the guy who brought you to the dance. 57 all, 23 seconds left. The number 14 Hawthorne Cougars have given the number 3 Ventura Cougars all they can handle and then some. Larson trying to make his second free throw here and buries that. 23 and a timeout called. Actually, the ball was made. The ball was, the free throw was made, so it'll be out of bounds. Casey Jones comes in the ball game. Brandon Richardson, Shanderick Tyson, and Tabrion Leverett are down at the other end.
Richardson being guarded by Model. He's been good on defense.
20 seconds left, down by 1. Hawthorne, Casey Jones has it, goes around the Richardson pick. Richardson has it with 12 seconds left. Back over to Jones. Now we have a whistle underneath. Let's see what we have. It's a hold on Nick Larson. So going to the free throw line will be whom? Brandon Richardson, that's whom, because it's the double bonus. Who else are you going to send to the line? So Nick Larson with his 5th personal fouls out at the 10-second mark. with 23 points, and now Dan Larson can't believe it. Dan Larson coming in on the floor right now.
Would you believe it
nose
too?
to nose with Steve Delaney.
If your best player on the court gets nailed for a foul away from the ball, which really was just two guys tangling up with each other, he's going to get called for a hard foul. His 5th of the game, a cheap way to go out.
He's still lining up, though. He's not going to go out until he's escorted off.
Well, Larson's going to take as much time as he can.
Now Dan Larson is screaming, as now Nick Larson has had Sean O'Halloran check in for him, but Larson's still on the court.
No, they're saying Labarette is the one who got tangled up with Larson. That's what Larson was pleading his case, saying, hey, I never fouled Richardson before. I was around 13, Labarette.
But it's on the double bonus, so...
Well, you're going to get who he fouled, and he fouled Labarette, which is 13, which I believe is the right call.
You got to put Richardson up there just to fake him out anyway. Now Dan Larson's talking to Nick Larson, say, who'd you foul? So Mike Rios is standing there like, gee, I don't know what happened.
Whew. Let me breathe
just
here
put
real
number
quick.
four, just put number 4 up there. I don't care.
Well, that's who Mike Rios would put up there.
And Dan Larson said, I would too, but I don't want that.
I don't want
the guy
anybody.
who was
I want my best player on the court, though.
Well, the best player on the court is now on the bench. And now Shandera Tyson comes back in with 10 seconds left to go. 58-17. Ventura is leading Hawthorne, the number 14 seed, and the winner of the Ocean League. Shandera Tyson is going to take the shot. Now we have a timeout on the floor. Dan Larson saw who's at the free throw line and takes a timeout, and I am wore out.
I don't know what happened, Lou, but all I know is if you want to watch this game in all games this season, 10 a.m. and again at 7 p.m. every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Lou, this was going to need some repeating. Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Lawndale, Hawthorne Community Cable, great job.
And some of the nails are coming out of Courtney Gym right now. The electricity is magnetizing. It is unbelievable here. 58-47 with 10 seconds left to go. Shandera Tyson has an opportunity to put the Cougars back in the lead on the double bonus.
In a way, this works out to Ventura's advantage because Hawthorne was going to take the last shot with Brandon Richardson. They were going to try to go down to 0. Ventura here is going to get the ball back. That's an advantage for them. If Hawthorne makes both of these free throws, they need to play tight deep, and both teams now, Lou, out of timeouts.
10 seconds left. They're using every drop of this 32 minutes. Shandera Tyson to the line to shoot 2. How important are these? There you see the story on Channel 22. Yes, it's a tie ball game. Now, if he makes this one, we can call this a shanty poo because it'll put him back in the lead.
Oh, is he bending those knees?
Here's Shandera Tyson. Puts it up. It looks good. It is 59-58. And here comes Flores. Flores coming down. Flores trying to put it up, was blocked from behind. Did he travel? No, jump ball. Possession arrow faces Ventura. 4 seconds left to go. This is going to be it. Let's see what's going to happen here. 4 seconds left. A 1-point Hawthorne lead. Flores gets him in action. Gets it down low. Put it up and in. Eric Sewell gets the win for Ventura. You wouldn't think it, but it happened. 59, set at 60-59 is the final score as Ventura goes on. The number 3 seed goes on to take the winner of Corona and Martin Luther King. But what a terrific performance by Hawthorne as the Cougars are all heartbroken. As Beto Duran has to go, as every single Cougar is just devastated after they had a 59-58 lead, as
This is my favorite part of the game. Win, lose, or draw, everybody shakes hands. But Eric Sewell with the big shot of the game off of the inbound gets the win, the winning shot. 4 points for Eric Sewell and a heartbreaker for the Hawthorne Cougars. As what a season put together by the number 14 seed in Division 1A. 60-59 is the score. A huge quarter, a huge second half put together by Hawthorne. But it wasn't to be, as these Cougars, the Hawthorne Cougars, have nothing to be ashamed of. And let's go down the scoring for the Hawthorne Cougars, who end their season at 19-10. Brandon Richardson had 31 points. Derek Williams had 2. Shanderick Tyson had 7 big points, 2 of them from the free throw line in the fourth quarter to give them a 59-58 lead. 6 points for Josh Jordan, 6 points for Justin Martin, 6 points, like we said, for Josh Jordan, and 2 for Taylor Young, who had a big play to put them back up at 58-57. And the Ventura Cougars, who move on now 23-5, have Gabriel Flores with 7 points, 1 point for Evan Spellman. Lee Mondole was huge in the second half, 7 points all in the second half, and also played a huge part defensively. 5 points for James Staniland, all in the second quarter. Nick Palmer with 13 points. Eric Sewell with 4 points, and believe it or not, all of them in the fourth quarter, especially the winner. Okay, just lost my monitor here, just to let you know. And Nick Larson ends up with 23 points and a couple of big free throws with 10 seconds left to go. 60-59 is the final score. And now let's go to Charity Bailey with Mike Rios.
All right, Coach, your guys gave it a very good run tonight. You made history being 10-0 thus far. Tell me about how proud you are of your guys, because you told me about playing to the very end until the whistle was blown, and you did that tonight.
Yeah, you know, I'm real proud of them. We had a couple possessions where we didn't quite execute the way we probably should have. But overall, you know, we gave a good effort. They're a very good team. They were the number 3 seed. We were the 14 seed. We felt like we weren't really a 14 seed, so we wanted to go out there and prove everybody wrong. We had an opportunity to do it, and, you know, we can't blame anyone else but ourselves.
All right, now I know that you got to go and console your guys, but tell us what we can look forward to seeing next year.
We'll be fine. You know, our kids are going off to bigger and better things. We've got them prepared for that. And we got some young guys who are ready to play. So we're real excited about it. You know, we'll take a week or so to be sad about this loss, and then, you know, we'll bounce back from it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, guys, we're going to take it back to you. Final score tonight, 60-59, all the way down to the buzzer. These kids fought hard, their very hardest tonight, and they were the underdogs tonight, but they didn't play like underdogs. They played like winners. Back to you.
They certainly played like champions, the Ocean League champions, and unfortunately experienced one out, as the Ventura Cougars knew exactly what to do coming down the stretch. But going back to the opening of the third quarter, Hawthorne missed their first opening shots, and that was the difference in the ball game. As the final score, 60-59, Ventura over Hawthorne in a huge ball game here. And the Hawthorne Cougars will be heard from again and again under Mike Rios here in his third year, with a terrific coaching staff and a terrific team coming back. And we say goodbye, unfortunately, to Derek Williams, Shanderick Tyson, Josh Jordan, London Ashley, and Justin Martin, along with Keith Lewis as well. But some good young kids coming up. Sophomores Taylor Young, who, boy, did he have a big shot tonight. Also John Raquel, who is a sophomore, just came up to the varsity team. Remember that big three-pointer he hit against Lake Elsinore? Also, sophomore Casey Jones and Brandon Richardson will have
another year as well, as he scores 31 points tonight. And what a terrific player Brandon Richardson is, scoring 39 points against Lake Elsinore the other night. Well, the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of the Martin Luther King Corona game, and that is going to be a huge ball game. And we're getting the word from the truck that Lusinger is still battling down in San Clemente, so the Tritons are proving very good adversaries for Lusinger down there. Let's check that bracket out if we can. And in the Division 1 AA bracket, Lusinger would play the winner of the Redlands East Valley Milliken game, and San Clemente. Excuse me, my nose is running here, but I don't have a monitor, and so I can't tell you if you're. But I see the red light on the camera there. So excuse me if I wipe my nose. You'd rather see me wipe my nose than having it running on the air. That's for sure. But Josh Jordan now coming. Actually, this is brother Chris Jordan walking by. 60-59 our final score. And I'll tell you what a terrific year it has been for this Hawthorne Cougar team, with huge wins in the playoff, a huge win in the playoffs over Lake Elsinore. 66-54 was the win there the other night against Lake Elsinore, a good team. But they defeated Santa Monica twice, and also, well, they defeated everybody twice because they ran the league in Ocean League. The first time since 1983 they have won a league title, and the loss tonight snaps their 3-game losing streak, and they end the season winning 11 out of 13. So that's certainly nothing to hang your head about, as the Cougars of Hawthorne lose this one 60-59. Well, Rufus Washington is down south in San Clemente with Mark Helmer, and that game will be on Channel 22 Sports, and hopefully, hey Norma, how are you? As her head gets in the camera shot. As Beto Duran was joining me here tonight, he had to go on assignment to do some other work. So we thank Beto Duran for coming, and also Charity Bailey all season long, not only on the hardwood, but also the gridiron as well. And also to Tom Strickfaden and the terrific crew here at Channel 22 Sports. And want to thank also Larry Bender, the president of Hawthorne Cable Usage Company. And Hawthorne completes their season, as we said, 19-10, and more importantly, 10-0 in the Ocean League. Ventura, 23-5, and they will move on in the Division 1A playoffs to take on the winner of Corona and Martin Luther King. Well, we're going to wrap this one up here from Courtney Gymnasium, where the final score was Hawthorne 60, Ventura 59. For Beto Duran, Charity Bailey, and Rufus Washington, Mark Helmer, and the Channel 22 Sports crew, led by Tom Strickfaden, I'm Lou Stowers saying until next season, so long. The preceding presentation of this Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week was brought to you in part by a generous donation from the Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites, South Bay. The Holiday Inn Express is partnering with Channel 22 Sports to help promote our young people in sports competition and academics so that everyone in our community wins. The Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites. Stay smart. The preceding presentation of this Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week was brought to you in part by a generous donation from the South Bay Workforce Investment Board.
The South Bay Workforce Investment Board is working together with Channel 22 Sports to promote an environment where everyone can maximize their career potential and so that all employers have the human resources they need to grow and prosper. The South Bay Workforce Investment Board. When you need us, we are there for you. The preceding presentation of the Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week is brought to you in part by a generous donation from Ralph's Food for Less, the nation's premier price impact supermarket chain. Food for Less is proud to be working with the community to enhance the lives of everyone by providing a diverse selection of products and customer service and by reaching out to support the communities in which we serve.